So to round out Athlete August, we are going to give you steps 3 and 4 around how to transition from an athlete into your post-sport career. In part 2, we talked a little bit about starting to think about and identifying what it was in your sport that you loved. So thinking about, was there a particular coach whose leadership style or coaching style that really worked for you? Was there a particular role that you played on the team? Or if you were in an individual sport, what did you enjoy about being an individual contributor? If you were part of a team, were you the captain, were you the lead? Was it a formal role? Did you enjoy those things? Really taking the time to think about and analyzing your sport, and then pull from that the things that you really enjoyed about it. Now, part 3, we're going to broaden that out a little bit, and I want you to start to flesh out a little bit more, and we're going to walk you through creating your ideal career target. So what I want you to start to think about now is in your own experience outside of sport now. So maybe when you were doing community work, maybe when you were doing a part-time job with mom or dad or an aunt or an uncle, or maybe when you were just doing schoolwork and projects with a classmate. Anything and everything can be used for you to analyze what else do you know about yourself as it relates to the ideal career target or work environment for you. Each of us are individuals, and that means we work best in different environments. So I'm going to give you a couple more questions to think about. So go to that place where you maybe have never said these things out loud just yet to anybody. And you don't have to say them out loud yet either. But think about it. If you could do anything in this world, what would you love to see, create, do, change? What's the impact you want to make? What community, group of people do you want to make that impact with? And it's okay if those answers are you don't know yet. Think about what it is that you have enjoyed doing, maybe from the time you were a small child. What do you find yourself researching when you're trying to go to bed at night? What do you find yourself following in terms of podcasts and blogs? What do you find yourself talking about with your friends and you can't help yourself? Or talking about maybe with your parents or a guardian of some kind? And just start to write those things down or sketch them out in some way, shape, or form. And again, there's several more questions that you'll find if you reference that worksheet. And then what you'll find is as you go through those questions in combination with part 1 and part 2 of this series, you're going to start to see some themes emerging. And those themes are going to pull together and you're going to have a sense of what your target is. Maybe it's not 100% of a bullseye yet, but chances are that if you really think about these questions and you honestly answer them for yourself, not for anybody else, that you're at least getting to the 4th or 5th row out from the bullseye. We're also going to attach a worksheet in the link to this video, which you can use as a guide as you watch both part 1 and 2, and then part 3 and part 4.